YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer review video. Today we got the Epson EcoTank 3760 and we're going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this printer. And stick with me from the beginning all the way until the end of this video so that you get the full picture and get to see what this printer really has to offer. This is a new release, and of course it is an EcoTank, which is new on the market, fairly new, and is making great strides. They are now updated from their black color models, which are actually the older models, to now they've got a white color on these printers. And so we're going to take a look at them, see the different specs. Also, if you wanted more specs that I don't cover in this video, or you wanted to check out some other printers, go ahead and click on the link that is in the description below for this printer. It's going to say Epson EcoTank 3760, and you can check out some more details. But also, if you wanted to purchase it, you can purchase it through that link as well. Make sure to stop by my website, bestprinterstech.com, where I have a variety of different printers and printer ink. If this video ends up being helpful to you, I ask that you would like it, comment down below if you have any questions, and then subscribe for more content like this. If you wanted to see some more printer reviews, or if one day you needed repair on your printer, this is the channel to go to. That's really all I've got for now, so without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. Alright, you guys, so the first thing you're going to be doing here is you're going to be powering on the printer, and you're going to be going into the setup. We're going to quickly do the setup, and then we're going to go into the review of the printer. So here you're going to select your language. This is not a touch screen, so you are going to be using the buttons there. And then once you're done, and it gets you to the next screen, it's going to ask you to lift up the top scanner, and you're going to be removing this blue tape from around the print head. And you need to do that before you do anything else. I mean, it won't let you do anything else until you do that. And once you're done with that, you're going to close everything up, and you're going to go right into installing the ink. So just for the sake of this video, I won't go too in depth as far as installing the ink. I'm going to quickly show you a little bit here, but just so you have an idea, if you haven't used ink bottles, because previously you probably were using ink cartridges, but it is now ink bottles that you're going to be using with this printer. Basically, you're lifting the printer bottle, your ink bottle, over this compartment area, and you're placing it right in there. If you want more in-depth instructions, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for some new ink, but also for the instructional video that goes a little bit more in depth as far as what you need to do, and I'll explain a little bit more in that video. So there's going to be a lot of resources in the description below for you. Once you have filled up your printer with ink, you're going to be holding down the question mark button for 3 seconds. And once that starts up, it's going to push you into a setup where you are going to be, it's basically the print head, and the printer in general is going to be pushing this ink through the system, and it's going to take about 10 minutes. Once that 10 minutes is up, you're now going to be able to proceed with the rest of the setup. You can skip through some of these options, and you can do them if you want. I'm just, for the sake of this video, going a little quickly here. Select your paper size, and then once you're done with that, you are now here at the home screen, and we will now begin the review portion of this video. Now, I would really have liked to have seen, if you're paying over $350 for a printer, to see touchscreen. It does have all the basic capabilities, wireless connection, and being able to connect with your phone. And it also has voice activated printing, which you can activate. I won't go into that in this video, again, just quickly doing a review here. But I mean, the only thing I really would have liked to have seen is a touchscreen and a little bit bigger of a screen if you're paying this much money. So that's the only downside right now I can point out. But other than that, everything looks like it's good to go. The body of the printer, it's a little bit bigger, and then you do have a top paper tray. So it's got an automatic document feeder, which is very helpful. I always find that to be a requirement for any printer that I personally use. Then you've got the flatbed scanner there, which is just your basic scanner. So you've got a lot of things here that on another lower model EcoTank, you wouldn't normally have, such as the automatic document feeder and just more capability with paper capacity as far as the paper trays. So kind of giving you an overall shot of how this printer looks in general. It has all of your basic USB connections, your landline connection if you're wanting to still use that. And then of course this is your double-sided printing capability on the back there. So all in all, you have a well-rounded printer. Is the price a little bit high? I think it's a tad bit high, just my own opinion, but you are getting a decent printer and you will save a lot on ink, given that you will be having about 2 years worth of ink that comes in the box. So with this printer, this is one of the top models for the EcoTank. Again, there's a link in the description below for this printer, for printer ink, and then some other resources down there for you. My website, bestprinterstech.com. But overall, I think that this is a good printer, well-rounded for home office. If you're not doing a gigantic load, this is going to be a good printer for you. You're going to save a lot on ink. And you do have a lot of the capabilities, the automatic document feeder, voice-activated printing, and you are able to connect your smartphone. So very good printer in general. Again, resources in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Mixed up when you're putting these back, and also when you're doing the cleaning. So if you haven't already purchased the Best Printers cleaning kit, link in the description below. You can pause this video, get it, use Amazon Prime, get it quickly so that you can work on this problem and solve it. Okay, so you're gonna choose next what color you are having the most issues with by reading the nozzle report. And from that report, you're gonna determine which one is the worst. Now, if you are having an issue with all of them, you're gonna do this process that I'm gonna show you right here to all of the colors. But if you have an issue with a specific color or maybe two colors, that's what you're gonna focus on with this. Okay, so you're pushing through the whole 20 milliliters all the way until once you get to 10 milliliters, you're gonna wanna move the print head to the left or right so that the paper towel doesn't get soaked in one area. Now, if you're doing it to all of the nozzles, feel free to do 10 milliliters on each one, because you're gonna have more of an effect that way. 10 milliliters, and if you wanna do a total of 20 on each, but do 10 milliliters at a time. But if it's just one color mainly giving you an issue, go all in and push that whole 20 milliliters right through. Now, you saw me just a few seconds ago move it to the side, and it's because this towel is now getting soaked up. After 20 milliliters, you're gonna have a lot of fluid that is all over the place, so getting soaked up. All right, so you can, once you're done with one phase of it, you can kind of go back to your report, check it out, and do what you gotta do there to determine if you need to do more cleaning. Now you're putting basically everything back together, and just make sure that you're getting the colors right. It's black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. Once again, I just don't want anybody to get this confused, and if you put this in the wrong spot, it's not gonna be good. So you see there, it's very clear the pattern, the order in which it needs to go back. And from here, I'm really just laying everything back where it needs to go. It's very easy. It's like reinstalling like an ink cartridge if you've installed an ink cartridge on the printer before. So just clean everything up, wipe everything down, and then you're going to go ahead and turn your printer back on and press down the power and the question mark button at the same time. This is going to be how you end up doing your power cleaning, and that is absolutely necessary once you're done with the print head cleaning to run this afterwards.